Taiwan time, talking about using thermal energy. Modern home heating system keep us comfortable in cold weather. The thermostat of a home heating system controls the furnace to heat the house. We may even depend on them for our survival, but we often take them for granted. Do you know how home heating system works? Do you know how it turns fuel to thermal energy? How it circulates thermal energy throughout the house? What's heating systems? Warming homes and other buildings is an obvious way that thermal energy can be used. Two common types of home heating system are hot water and warm air heating systems. What is hot air heating system? A hot water heating system uses thermal energy to heat water, then pumps the hot water throughout the building in system pipes and radiators. Water is heated in a boiler. It expands by bursting in the pipes of the system. It will warm for the expansion tank. The tank holds excess water after it expands. Technically, the water is heated in a boiler that burns natural gas or heating oil. There is usually a radiator in each room that gets warm. When the hot water flows through it, the radiator transfers thermal energy to the air around by conduction and radiation. Warm air then circulates around the room. Convection current. Hot air cools as it flows through the system, transfers thermal energy. When finally returned to the boiler, it is heated again and the cycle repeats. What is warm air heating system? A warm air heating system uses thermal energy to heat the air, then forces the warm air through system ducts. A warm air vent is placed near the floor of each room. Warm air is less dense than cold air, so it rises. Warm air vent was placed near the ceiling instead. How would this effect transfer thermal energy throughout the room? Typically, the air is heated in a furnace, burns natural gas or heating oil. When it is warm, a fan blows it through the ducts out through vents that are located in each room. Warm air blowing out the vent moves across the room, pushing cold air out of the way. Cold air enters intake vent on the opposite side of the room and returns to the furnace. The help of another fan in the furnace, the cold air is heated and the cycle repeats. What is cooling system? It's easy to see how thermal energy can be used to keep things warm, but do you know how thermal energy can also be used to keep things cool? Cooling systems such as air conditioners and refrigerators transfer thermal energy in order to keep homes and a car cool or keep food cold. In a refrigerator, for example, thermal energy is transferred from the cool air inside the refrigerator to the warm air in the kitchen. Thermal energy always moves from a warmer area to a cooler area. So how can it move from cooler refrigerator to the warm room? The answer is to work. Refrigerator does work to transfer thermal energy this way. Doing this work takes energy, which is usually provided by electricity. Key to show how a refrigerator or other cooling system works is refrigerant. Refrigerant is a substance such as freon that has a low boiling point, changes between liquid and gaseous states as it passes through cooling systems. As a liquid, refrigerant absorbs thermal energy from the cool air inside the refrigerator and changes to a gas. As a gas, it releases thermal energy to the warm air outside the refrigerator and changes back to a liquid. What is combustion engines? Combustion engine is a complex machine, burns fuel to produce thermal energy, and then uses the energy to do work. Two basic types of combustion engines are external and internal combustion engines. What is external combustion engine? An external combustion engine burns fuel externally outside the engine. Burning fuel releases thermal energy used to turn water to steam. Pressure of steam is then used to move a piston back and forth in a cylinder. A kinetic energy moving piston can be used to turn turbine on the device. The thermal energy compared to the kinetic energy of moving piston inside the cylinder. The moving piston in turn can be used to turn turbine to do other useful work, which is internal combustion engine. Internal combustion engine burns fuels internally. When inside the engine, combustion within the closed cylinder pushes the piston upward or downward. Moving piston turns the crankshaft. This type of engine is found in most cars. Other motor vehicles working in these steps, which keep repeating. Mixture of fuel and air is pulled into a cylinder. So a valve, which then is closed. Pistons push upward, compressing the fuel air mixture in the closed cylinder. The mixture is now under a lot of pressure, very warm. A spark from a spark plug is used to ignite the fuel air mixture, causing to burn explosively within the confined area of the closed cylinder. The pressure, hot gases from combustion forces piston downward. When the piston moves up again for the exhaust gas of combustion out of the cylinder to another valve. The process repeats. The car pistons connected to the piston rod to the crankshaft. Crankshaft rotates when the piston moves up and down. Kinetic engine moving crankshaft is used to turn the driving shaft, which causes the wheel of the car to turn. Most cars have at least 4 cylinders connected to a crankshaft. The piston move up and down in sequence, one after the other. I make a summary. Two common home heating system hot water and warm air heating system. They burn fuel for thermal engine, transferring the energy to water or air. The heated water or air circulates throughout the house, transferring thermal energy to the air in each room. Cooling systems such as air conditioners and the refrigerators reverse the normal direction of heat flow by doing work. For example, a refrigerator uses refrigerant to transfer thermal energy from a cool refrigerator to a warm room. Combustion engine is a complex machine, burns fuel to produce thermal energy, then uses the thermal energy to do work. Combustion engine may be external or internal combustion engines, depending on where the fuel is burned. That's it. Thank you very much. 1 time, C-Magic card number 2, and to life.